Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Buccaneers coming in at 5-4, going up against the Jets, who come in at 1-8.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Jets. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, Hackenberg. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go, first play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Jameis on second down. Gets it to the rookie from Penn State. It's Chris Godwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff looking right. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Third down now following the run. first carry now for Doug Martin. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Third and long for Winston. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action. Hackenberg toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. First down, this is Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And some room to work. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. And now you've got to make the change up. And it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a second down throw for Winston. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Over the middle to Evans. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jameis to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Mike Pennell able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Second down, Winston. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw is Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Winston from the gun on third down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing, Hackenberg. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Winston now. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Jameis now on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play fake. Winston. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Winston. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second down following the run. Hackenberg looks to throw it. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Hackenberg now. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Hackenberg. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Stays on his feet. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Ready? Blue lady. Watch 84. Easy. Watch the lane.
Winston. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Hackenberg. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
1st down, Hackenberg. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Forte. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 2nd down, Forte. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The first down throw for Hackenberg. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, it's Hackenberg. He's got his man. It's Curse. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. Hackenberg again. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, Hackenberg again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. A running play now for Forte. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jermaine Kurz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They go play action. Winston out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go now. Blue 80. Check 50.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second down, just 1 yard to go.
I got 11. He's mine. Ready. Blue 80. Sonny. Check 4. Right. Shoot. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for the Jets. And even 40 yards. Now Hackenberg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Hackenberg to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing, Hackenberg. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the side,